Now, here's the thing. The Bipartisan Policy Center is seen as kind of this organization in here in official Washington that's able to forge agreements between both sides, or they're committed to bipartisan solutions. But in many cases, that means some would say, some people that monitor the way money moves in Washington would say that a lot of these bipartisan so-called think tanks are actually really bipartisan lobbying fronts, because they can have influence on both sides of the aisle. In fact, they become more attractive for corporate influence. And lo and behold, it turns out that, as Lee Fong reported in The Nation this past week, the Bipartisan Policy Center, one of their major donors, is the law firm Alston & Bird. And Alston & Bird is one of Walmart's many registered lobbying firms in Washington, D.C. Now, in addition, former Senator Blanche Lincoln of Arkansas, who's been a big opponent, who's a big ally of Walmart in Arkansas, is also registered as one of Walmart's lobbyists now that she's retired. And she's associated with the Bipartisan Policy Center. Alston & Bird also represents the National Retail Federation, one of the trade groups that represents all these retailers and has been involved in this creation of the alliance. If we were to name other involvement that the Bipartisan Policy Center has with Walmart in particular, it would be that, for instance, their, quote, democracy project includes former Senator Don Nichols, who's also now a lobbyist from Walmart. Don Fierce, the founder of Fierce, Isaacowicz, and Blaylock, a firm that helps the Retail Industry Leaders Association, is also affiliated with this democracy project for the Bipartisan Policy Center. And in the past, the Bipartisan Policy Center received direct funding from Walmart to sponsor an immigration policy event. Now, at this major release this past Wednesday, of course, a spokesperson for the Bipartisan Policy Center, Jason Grimet, said, Bipartisan Policy Center is principally funded by charitable philanthropy. Our processes are transparent with the diversity of participation. Like you, we all have to keep the lights on. We take pride that industry, NGOs, the left, the right, people who don't agree with each other all seek to come work with us here. That was in response to a question by a Nation intern, Samantha Lockman, about these conflicts of interest. We all need to keep the lights on. Well, that doesn't really answer much, does it? You're taking money from them, and it's hard to believe that it wouldn't influence the fact that you're basically helping coordinate and give a bipartisan sheen, again, giving bipartisan cover to a corporate agreement that is extremely watered down compared to the accord that has been negotiated with workers and actual international workplace safety experts and trade groups. In just a moment, we're going to talk with Rob Wohl. He's a campaigner with Some of Us, which has been doing some of the most effective and ambitious work to hold companies accountable for not signing on to this accord and to help organize millions of people across the world to make sure that we achieve real workplace safety in Bangladesh and in other developing countries that produce the apparel that we all wear and is purchased by Western retailers. But before we do, I want to say that we reached out to the Bipartisan Policy Center this week. We reached out to the alliance, the Global Alliance for Bangladesh Worker Safety. And we asked them repeatedly if either Senator Olympia Snowe or Senator George Mitchell would be willing to appear on the program to make the case personally for this alliance and against the Accord on Factory and Building Safety in Bangladesh, to explain some of the discrepancies here, why they would get behind this kind of a watered-down bill. We received no response so far. But the invitation is still open. Now, I'm aware that I've made my views clear on this many times in the program. I think that the Global Alliance for Bangladesh Workplace Safety is a watered-down agreement. It is a way for these corporations to save face without enforcing truly good workplace safety standards in Bangladesh. But I'm willing to give them an open platform. I'll challenge them, as I challenge everybody, but that's an open invitation. And until then, there remains these open questions about these conflicts of interest. And I think that the way Washington works is that without the cover given by people like Olympia Snowe and George Mitchell, these corporations would get a lot less support in the media and a lot less positive public relations. And so Olympia Snowe and George Mitchell really should be doing some introspection about the support and cover that they're giving to these organizations. We're going to stick with us because we're going to be talking with Rob Wohl from Some of Us in studio when Take Action News continues after this.